Was Abner Road Dogs and Highway Hounds? Alright, got a quick minute here. I can make a video. Question that I've been thinking about. I read someplace, I think it was on Twitter or something, and you know, can't believe hardly anything you read on the internet, but and I just don't know the answer to this. But I think I've heard it before, and probably title the video of this, but has Litecoin ever been hacked? I don't believe it has, and I think that Bitcoin was hacked like early in the beginning, but that's kind of like, how do you define a hack? You know, I mean, I know they've been attacked, and I don't know, you know, my sources for that, but I'm just putting the question out to you guys because most of you guys know more about this stuff than I do. And so I'm just wondering, what defines a hack of a cryptocurrency, and has Bitcoin or Litecoin ever been hacked? I don't believe they have. I think I've heard someplace once that Bitcoin was hacked early on, but I just read somebody on Twitter, probably one of you guys who listen to these videos, but you know, that's just a question I have. And how do you define a hack? So we'll talk about it in the comments. I'm sorry I ain't been getting back in the comments. It's just I get home and the last thing I want to do is sit in front of the computer. I usually just want to take my shoes off and let the stink air out. But here's a concept for you. You know, I'm kind of in between jobs, and this is kind of the way I approach Bitcoin and Litecoin. It's money, so the gold and silver concept makes sense to me. And Bitcoin is gold, like digital gold, and Litecoin is like digital silver. It's silver to Bitcoin's gold. That's what it is, and you know, we all understand that, who've been around for a while in the cryptocurrency space. And the whole space is very young. But you know, I just stopped at a place to get an application for a back door in case this contracting stuff doesn't work. But he's kind of a contractor too, but he's got trucks. This guy that I'm applying with has got a couple guys I know that work there, and he says he's a real good dude. But what he does is he stores lime or lye or whatever, I don't even know, or ash, maybe it's ash, whatever goes into concrete. And I've worked construction in dump trucks and whatnot, all wet match and those types of things. But this guy is storing ash. I think that's what it is. It's ash. I know what it is. But like right now we're going into the winter. So what he does, he's got these, you know, enclosed buildings, and he just fills them full of ash with dry bulk trailers through the winter. He just runs around probably to the barges off the Mississippi River and stockpiles the ash at a cheap price, because it's not selling now because we're going in the winter, nobody's laying concrete, or it's slowing down anyway. But and then he sells them at a later date. And that's kind of what how I envision especially my Litecoin purchases. Is I think that Litecoin is going to be more valuable later, because I don't think people fully understand what Bitcoin is. And when they do understand, it is like digital gold, and then they understand that all these altcoins are, you know, like Ethereum has been pre-mined and it's been given out 80% to a select few people, and whatever this Zcash is, and who knows what all these altcoins are. And I don't have a problem with altcoins. You know, they'd be good for tokens. You know, if you want a smart contract, hey, go to Ethereum or whatever. You know, it doesn't make any difference to me. But I am looking at storing value, and I think Litecoin's got potential for that. Blah blah blah. But anyway, that's just kind of a conceptual view of how I view my Litecoin holdings. Is I'm waiting for people to, because there's stages of understanding with this stuff. With cryptocurrency, and people think, oh wow, Bitcoin went to 600, so the next best thing is going to do the same. Well, that's not necessarily the case, because there's a lot more involved to it, and all cryptocurrencies are not equal, including Bitcoin and Litecoin. They're not equal, but Bitcoin and Litecoin are about the most similar out there, and as long as the developers don't get too crazy, that's going to stay the same. And hopefully, if there's any developers listening, try and keep it the same. But I see the value in their redundancy. You understand Bitcoin, you understand Litecoin. But I digress. That's all. Just wondering about that. Has Bitcoin and Litecoin ever been hacked? Riddle me that, Batman. Ha ha ha.